When we set foot in Japan, the first things that catch our eye are often those breathtakingly beautiful scenes. Women in vibrant kimonos in front of Kyoto's Kamizura, shuffling slowly across the stone paths in Geta, every movement exuding the elegance of 1,000 years of tradition. Under the neon lights of Tokyo's Ginza, career women in polished suits, carrying sleek handbags with immaculate makeup, radiating the independence and confidence of modern urban women. From hot spring towns at the foot of Mount Fuji to Osaka's bustling commercial districts, from Hokkaido's lavender fields to Okinawa's turquoise seas and clear skies, at every tourist spot, you can see the diverse charms of Japanese women. They embody both the tenderness and delicacy of traditional Eastern women and the independence of modern women. Yet beneath this layered allure lies a far more complex and authentic social reality. But when we lift this beautiful veil and dig deeper into the true face of modern Japanese society, we discover a complicated world full of contradictions, challenges, and transformations. Here, tradition clashes fiercely with modernity, ideals stand in stark contrast to reality, and irreconcilable conflicts exist between personal aspirations and societal expectations. In the early 1990s, when Japan's economic bubble burst like a soap bubble, no one anticipated it would mark the end of an era. The golden age known as the Japanese miracle came to an abrupt halt, replaced by 3 decades of economic stagnation, the so-called lost 30 years. Imagine this. A white-collar worker celebrating a promotion and raise yesterday receives a layoff notice today. A young person planning to buy their dream apartment yesterday wakes up to find housing prices have crashed to rock bottom. This isn't a movie plot. It's the real experience of millions of Japanese. In this societal upheaval, women bore the brunt. Statistics coldly reveal that women make up over 70% of non-regular employees. But the stories behind the numbers are even more shocking. Mie Tanaka, a pseudonym, is a 33-year-old single woman in Tokyo. After graduating college, she worked at a trading company for 5 years before being laid off due to restructuring. Over the next 8 years, she bounced between 6 jobs, all as a temporary worker with no job security. "I once dreamed of being a career woman, but now I can't even find stable work," she said with a bitter laugh. Stories like this are commonplace in Japan. The economic crisis didn't just alter the job market, it reshaped women's life trajectories. During these lost 30 years, Japanese society underwent unprecedented changes. The lifetime employment system began to fray, and the traditional, once hired, lifetime security model gradually collapsed. More and more companies adopted non-regular employment, a shift that hit women particularly hard. Statistics show women make up the vast majority of non-regular workers, a phenomenon rooted in complex social factors. On one hand, traditional Japanese society expects women to become full-time housewives after marriage, often relegating them to temporary roles in the workforce. On the other hand, economic pressures forced more women into the job market, yet they could only secure unstable, non-regular positions. This shift in employment structures didn't just affect women's economic status, it profoundly changed their lifestyles and values. Many began questioning traditional gender roles, pursuing economic independence and personal growth. In Japanese society, the traditional belief that men earn the income, women manage the home and children remains deeply entrenched. This mindset permeates not just family life, but workplace culture too. Many Japanese women are raised to believe their greatest value lies in being good wives and mothers, a notion that clashes sharply with modern reality. While modern education has equipped women with higher qualifications and abilities, societal expectations still pressure them to abandon careers and return to the home at the right time. Japanese society imposes strict timelines on women's marriages. Unmarried women over 25 start being labeled leftover women, and those over 30 face immense social pressure from family, workplaces, and society at large. Despite legal prohibitions on gender discrimination, it remains rampant in hiring. Many companies directly ask female applicants about their marital status and childbearing plans during interviews. An illegal practice that persists. The logic is simple. Investing in training an employee who might quit after marriage or childbirth is economically unwise. This short-sighted thinking wastes women's talents and stifles corporate potential. In Japan, There's a phenomenon called childcare hell, and it's no exaggeration. It's the lived reality for many Japanese women. Mayumi Sato, a 28-year-old new mother, found her world transformed after giving birth. Her husband works late every night, leaving her solely responsible for childcare. "I feel like a 24/7 on-call nanny," she said tiredly. "Sometimes I wonder, if I were foreign, would I have more choices?" Her words touch on a sensitive topic: international marriage. In recent years, more Japanese women have considered marrying foreigners, not just for love, but for the promise of different gender roles in other cultures. To them, Western men seem more willing to share family responsibilities, offering a glimpse of balancing career and family. "My American husband's first task when he gets home is to play with our kids," said Lee Na, who works in Tokyo. "He never sees childcare as my sole responsibility. This sense of equality makes me feel lighter than ever." So why are Japanese men reluctant to step up? Many fear taking paternity leave could derail their careers or even cost them their jobs. Add to that workplace exploitation, leaving them exhausted after work, and their desire to engage with family plummets. Japan has one of the world's highest aging rates, placing extra burdens on women. Traditionally, caring for elderly in-laws falls to daughters-in-law, forcing many women to juggle childcare and elder care simultaneously. This double burden prevents women from fully committing to work, worsening workplace gender inequality. Worse, many are unable to pursue careers due to these family responsibilities, trapping them in economic dependence. Japan's cost of living, especially in major cities, poses a huge challenge for young people. Rent, tuition, and daily expenses keep rising, while wages stagnate. This hits women harder, as they're more likely to hold low-paying jobs. Facing financial strain, more young women take multiple part-time jobs to make ends meet, a trend especially common among college students, who work several gigs alongside their studies to pay fees and living costs. This financial pressure harms their academics and mental health. More disturbingly, some turn to risky or quick-money part-time work, exacerbating social issues. Japan's consumerist culture profoundly influences young women, from fashion and beauty to travel and entertainment, driving growing consumption. While this fuels economic growth, it also intensifies young people's financial stress. To maintain certain lifestyles, many women seek extra income. Combined with Japan's prevalent red light district culture, this has contributed to the rapid growth of its adult video industry. In recent years, more Japanese women have begun questioning traditional gender roles, pursuing personal freedom and growth. This awakening is evident in both individual choices and social movements. The hashtag #MeToo movement, though slower to gain traction in Japan, has made an impact. More women are courageously speaking out about workplace sexual harassment and gender discrimination. Facing constraints of traditional marriage, growing numbers of young women choose single life. They'd rather stay single than conform to traditional gender expectations. Fueling a surge in Japan's single population, as people increasingly avoid investing time in relationships. Modern Japanese society stands at a historical crossroads. Clashes between tradition and modernity, conflicts between personal aspirations and societal expectations, and the interplay of economic pressures and cultural constraints form a complex, multifaceted social landscape. In this landscape, women are both victims and agents of change. They bear pressures from all sides while displaying resilience and determination to transform their circumstances. The future of Japanese society hinges largely on how these contradictions and challenges are addressed. If it can achieve true gender equality while preserving its cultural identity, Japanese society could thrive with new vitality. This wouldn't just be a victory for women, it would be progress for society as a whole. For only when every individual can fulfill their potential can a society achieve true prosperity and development.